Hey guys, I have a couple of short ads before the episode begins. Thank you all for listening. Our Patreon is live. The link will be in our link tree, which you can find on any of our social media at eWhичWay. We have a $2 tier where you can submit character name suggestions or magic item suggestions for our Season 2, which is going to be D&D 5e, and get shoutouts at the end of the episode. The $5 tier will have a talk show starting in Season 2 in place of our post-mortems, ad-free episodes, and some random bonuses that will be uploaded intermittently. Already, we have a 2-episode series on our $5 tier where we do a playtest of a one-sheet RPG that we created. That series also has a special guest, Adam, also known as the Unhappy Triangle on Twitch and YouTube. Check out the Patreon, and be sure to check him out. He streams Pokemon Nuzlocke every Sunday, and Noah and I are usually a part of those. The $10 tier will have a new audio or video content every month, usually gameplay videos with the cast, special one-shots, board game videos, or special insights into our planning process. I'm sure with time and your support, we'll find new things to put in these tiers as well.
What's up, world? My name is Hilberto, aka DJ Hilly D. If you want a podcast that delivers laughs and heated debates on the music industry and more, tap in to Speakerbox Studios and get to know the crew of Sean, Pat, Gio, and I on all your favorite major platforms, that being Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio, releasing weekly on Mondays. And follow us on our Instagram at Speakerbox Studios. That's Speakerbox with 2 X's, by the way. If you get the reference, you know why there's not a third X. If you know, you know. But listen to Speakerbox Studios, your next favorite podcast. Peace, love, and positivity.
Welcome to Every Which Way, a Monster of the Week podcast where 3 residents of Which Way... Oh, I did it again, didn't I?
Yep.
Where 2 residents of Which Way, Wisconsin become monster hunters to save their town. I'm Aiden, and I'm the GM or keeper of this game.
I'm Sam. I play Ian.
I'm Noah, and I play Max.
And Jared's here.
I am also here.
Say your name.
My name is Jared, and I'm here.
And Jared is going to be playing a new character today.
Oh, I guess I am.
So
I guess I'll say that. I'll be playing a new character today.
So-
They'll have their intro eventually.
Yeah, so Jared will be introduced today, but now you know what his voice sounds like for that.
Yep, just me voice.
So in the last episode, you guys wrapped up the hunt, and then you found out a lot more about the prophecy and the King of Chaos. Specifically, you found out more about Ian's role in the prophecy, and that he plays quite a big role in that, specifically with his powers. And so now, because potentially using your powers is a risk, but you also have the voice telling you that it won't be a risk and that the only way you can win is if you use your powers, there is a conflict there that you guys have to figure out, because now your goal is to basically put together your team, do a lot of investigation, and find the final monster, the one that is basically trying to kill Max right now. There is a little bit of a cold war going on where both you and the monster are going to be kind of feeling each other out and trying to figure out, weaknesses. Not like that, Sam, you fucking weird freak monster.
The monster's doing what now?
The monster's getting all touchy-feely with Max, just like the third eye, apparently. and so you guys are trying to figure out what you can do. So with that, we are not going to open up with either Max or Ian. Jared, my love.
That me?
Are you ready?
C.
Rhodri.
Yes.
You are laying in darkness, and this darkness is the only thing you've known for an amount of time that you've lost count of. Once again, you're just laying, staring up into it. I don't know how you feel at this moment. Suddenly, a bright light fills the room, and that light is constantly shifting in color. You feel the room around you disappearing. until you're almost embraced by nothing, and then you are embraced by chaos, which is something familiar to you, but you haven't felt in, again, who knows how long. But before you can adjust to that feeling and get used to feeling like you're at home here, the world around you shifts again. Suddenly, you're laying in grass. Your eyes closed from the constantly changing lights. You feel the warmth of the sun beaming down on you. You open your eyes and see the sky above. As you take in your surroundings, you see multiple buildings. You're on the side of the road right now. You don't know where, but you recognize it as a small town, and not much from these buildings are familiar. They have signs of various businesses that definitely feel more modern or newer than anything you'd seen from the last time you were on Earth. But one thing is familiar. You see a sign that says bar. That's something that hasn't changed in all this time since you've been gone.
Mm-hmm. I grab my bearings and I shamble over to bar.
Okay.
With my ragged clothes, which I assume I'm wearing.
Yes, of course. Your very, very ragged clothes. So you start walking towards this bar, and everything feels unfamiliar because of how long you've been absent. You're trying to get used to just even the feeling of grass instead of the cold darkness that you were once embraced by. And as you enter the bar, you hear the faint sounds of a TV playing, and you see that nobody is actually in the bar, despite the sun setting and it turning towards evening.
Mm-hmm.
As you walk towards the back of the bar, all you see is a body laying on the ground, neck twisted almost all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, I don't know. How do you react to that?
I'd like to walk over. No, I whistle one of those. Yeah, I whistle one of those.
Yeah.
And then I go, sorry, partner.
Hell yeah.
And then I turn over to that loud crackling, which I don't know what is yet, of course, because why would I?
True.
And it is the TV in the corner, which I assume. And it's narrating what's happening on the...
Yes. I know. You just kept saying more words, so I was like, when are we turning to the TV?
Yeah, because I don't know if I was going to narrate, or you're going to narrate, or you're going to do, I don't know. You do what you want to do.
I'll narrate. So, on the TV, you see a battle.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least the aftermath of a battle. You faintly hear a reporter talking about what they thought was a set for a movie or something, an unscheduled production thing. But as time went on and people started getting hurt, the news reporters start talking about it not being just a set, but actually being something real, something unexplainable, portals opening. But what you're seeing on the screen is not the actual battle. You see a beam of light coming from the ground, a familiar... Let me just double check before I say the color and am wrong.
And while you do that, I inquisitively look closer towards the light emitting cube.
Just call it picture box.
Yes, the picture box. Yeah, a familiar indigo color from that light that you have seen many times before. And you know exactly in that moment what that means. The third eye is dead.
I do a deep inhale, exhale, and then I say, so I'm finally free.
The TV responds, yes. I don't know what you're waiting for.
I was, okay.
No, keep going.
It'd be funny if Brand's body snapped out. Yes.
What I do is I go to the bar and then I pour myself some mixed drink that I decide to make that I like for some reason. I lie. What I do is I make me a strawberry lemonade.
What about a Shirley Temple?
He's really feeling a strawberry lemonade right now.
That's great.
So he makes himself a strawberry lemonade, and then he enjoys his swig as he continues to watch the TV. Does he see Max and Ian on this TV?
Yes. So you then see reporters basically rushing towards the edge of the lake and trying to get basically close-ups, but obviously the police are pushing them back. Deputies are pushing them back. So lots of zoomed shots from afar of Max and Ian walking away. They see Max walk into the forest and disappear, and Ian go with the deputies along with Sheriff Payne.
Are there any shots of Third Eye's body that I would see or no?
Third Eye's body disappeared.
Okay.
Because of the light. So
Okay.
the light basically consumed it, and then that's when they got their magical weapons and everything. So there wasn't really a body.
Then does he see Sophie and maybe Harster being carried away too, or no?
Yes.
Okay.
He would
sees all
see
that.
like Harvester being carried away and Sophie coming up to them and everything.
All right. So then after this on the news, does he see any aftermath of what opinions might be on monsters or people? Or would this happen over the next couple time skips?
No, that's over more time. This is the initial aftermath. There's a lot more world to change in the coming days.
All right. And to be clear, Bran does live here, right?
At the bar? Or?
At the bar?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Change of plans. Then after I finish my strawberry lemonade, because I don't know how to turn the cube off, I'm going to go to the back and search for some clothes. So it's more canonical. I'm going to, I was like, there should be a search option, but they're all specific searches.
Yeah.
I searched for some clothes.
I'll just say, well, if you want to roll for it, roll luck.
Roll for clothes.
Roll luck, which is just like roll 2d6
Just roll
and see
2d6.
what happens.
6.
Yeah, nothing.
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 I was just imagining
All right.
either the quality of clothes or whose clothes it is between me or Brand.
All right, then he's gonna go to a mirror that's hopefully in the bathroom, and he's gonna wash his face. And you're gonna
It's
see
going to take a while. It's going to take a long while.
he's gonna wash all that grime and soot and nasty chaos off his face.
Probably some like blood and shit.
Yeah, probably some blood and shit. And he's gonna go over everything, witness himself for the first time in probably like ever. I don't know if he's seen a mirror before.
Has he seen a pool of water?
You're correct. He has seen a pool of water. I didn't think about that. So anyway, you're gonna see that on his forehead as he's washing his face, he has one tiny horn here, right in the center of his forehead. It's kind of cool. So after he washes that face, which I assume has like a really, really interesting beard. I don't know if it's like long or just really scraggly, but that thing has not been trimmed.
No,
And he has real long hair.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
He's given that Benedict Cumberbatch in Book of Clarence.
He's got that Benedict Cumberbatch in Book of Clarence.
For some reason, the first thing that came to mind is his beard being shaped like a cartoon lightning bolt, where it's like,
What the fuck?
I don't know, more like, I don't know why. Just
Your Harry Potter scar is your beard.
So, he will go to, is there like a back door to this Bran's bar?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I know, because you took the guy back there to talk to him.
Yes.
So he's going to go out that back door and dig through the trash for some clothes. He's got to find things. What do you want me to do? I'll roll another luck. This is to find
you don't
anything.
have to. Fine. Roll luck. Roll luck.
Hey, 10. Do I find anything in the trash?
You find some very nice clothes that were thrown away because of some reason.
Okay.
Because of luck.
Then he will do his best to change into those while he can, because they're not the clothes that are all battle torn and bloody and then ripped apart and shredded. These are finer and less that, but maybe a little stinky, just a little bit.
They
'cause
are
they've
a
been
little
in the
stinky.
trash. But he can deal with that. I imagine that hopefully on the side of the trash can, nope, I'll even do it better so it's canonical. He will walk back in the bar, and he will go back to the bar to make himself another strawberry lemonade.
I just imagine you leave the strawberry puree.
And under the bar, like inside the holster,
Yeah.
he'll find a bat.
Okay.
Because Bran always stayed strapped.
Yeah, he did.
And he will take at it. He'll take it and he'll go, this is magnificent. The form, the structure.
Good old American sport of baseball.
What must this be for? Look at it. And then he'll get it closer and he'll take a little whiff of it too. And he'll go, such fine wood. This is a wooden bat. And he'll go, I must have it. So then he'll just start carrying it around.
Okay. That sounds cool.
Yeah. And then, is there anything else on the news that would be important after some time? Because if not, I know exactly what I'm going to do.
I don't think so at this moment.
All right.
In the coming days, again, the news will start reporting more, but in this moment, I don't think so.
All
When
right.
did the police show up to Brand's bar?
Then the next thing he's going to do after he finds this bat is he's going to leave Brand's bar.
Uh-huh.
And then he will make way to the nearest either museum or city hall.
Okay, well, you have to make a decision. And to answer your question, Noah, the police came a little bit after the fight.
Okay. I just didn't know like how far. So the live footage was them being stopped by the police.
Yes.
Okay.
Then he will go to city hall.
Okay. You go to City Hall with a baseball bat.
Yes. And I open those doors. I open them real fiercely and I go, records!
I just imagine a shoeless, wet-faced man
Yes.
coming into to the city hall
With
with
a bat.
stinky clothes and a bat.
With my horn. My
Oh
little
yeah,
horn.
and that too.
Sir, what are you talking about?
Where are the records?
I mean, who are you? Do you have ID?
Who am I?
You look like you were just at like a convention.
You don't know who I am?
Why would I?
Why wouldn't you?
Because it's not my job to know everyone in town. Who are you?
You've never heard of the hero?
The hero.
The hero, Rhodri? Rhodri the deform?
Rhodri the Deformed the Hero.
That's me?
No, I haven't heard of Rhodri the Deformed the Hero.
What are you talking about? He's gonna throw all the stuff off the counter. He's gonna swipe it all off the counter. And go, how have you never heard of me?
Sir, please calm down. Please. And like you see someone else moving off to the side, walking away, like in a hurry.
Walking away in a hurry. And then is it a man or a woman? Doesn't matter. You there! Point with the bat. Do you know who I am?
No.
He's gonna look real confused.
Look at the camera.
And he's gonna go, where are the records? Roll for gender.
Tell you what, we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. 1. Women are number one. It's a ma'am.
Ma'am, show me the records.
I can't do that if you don't show me ID.
What is ID? You don't know who I am. You want to see my bare chest and my tattoos?
That won't help me, sir.
All right, you're no help. He's gonna walk past her and just start finding
No,
the records.
sir, you
himself.
can't do that. Please step back.
Ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, I need this.
At this point, the other person who was walking away has already is on the phone with someone. You don't know what that means.
That's fine.
but-
I don't know what a phone is.
Yeah. You just see them picking up something and talking to the air.
Mm-hmm. I like to imagine that maybe she's like grabbing onto me. She's holding my arm.
No.
No, not yet.
She's not walking up to you at all. You're a man with a horn and a baseball bat.
Yeah.
She's not
that's
going to try
fair.
to physically fight you.
That's fair.
Because you're a man with a horn and a baseball
Could you
bat.
imagine?
But I have
some
very fine
receptionist like,
clothes.
sir, you need to back up.
Why I oughta.
or she's like grabbing his leg and he keeps walking like normal.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. No, in fact, you start walking and she just steps out of the way because she's like, yeah, I'll wait till the sheriff gets here.
Ooh.
So yeah, I imagine, do I find records?
Yeah, you find a sign that says records this way.
Okay. Then he goes to records this way and he starts going through books. Mm-hmm. And then he's muttering, he goes, America. Segregation.
He like stops it down for once.
Wait a minute, guys.
Oh my God.
Vietnam. He goes, where am I? Where am I? Where am I? 20. What year would you say it is?
The same one that it is now.
2024.
Wait, okay, I lied a little bit. Well,
Okay.
no, at this point it could be. It's probably 2023 because I think I said it's like December.
Okay.
So it's 2023.
All right. Then I'll just keep it vague and then I'll go 21st century. That work out?
That works.
Perfect. And then he'll slam the book. And then he'll go, Ma'am! Ma'am! From around the corner, I assume. I hope she's still at the front desk.
She is.
Okay, good. He'll go, Ma'am! And then he'll go to the front desk. He'll slam the baseball bat down. And he'll go, when did we invent time travel?
Sir? What?
Ma'am, it was, oh my God. What year did I say he was from?
Many ago.
Many ago. I'll be like Ma'am, it was just the 14th century. The 15th. 15th kind of crazy. 16, 17, 17, 16. I'll say 16. 16's
Okay.
pretty cool.
16's cool.
I'll go, it was just the 16th century. And now we're in the 21st?
It was the 16th century 500 years ago.
500 years ago. And you don't know my name.
No.
You don't know the famed monster hunter Rhodri. Rhodri the Deform.
No. Sir, is this a bit?
Is this
Are you doing a bit right now?
Is this still which way?
Yes, this is. Which way was around in the 16th century?
I like how of all the American conquering, deforming, and just all the changes, no, which way's kind of good?
Which way? That we're keeping.
He goes, it's had many names. Way Witch, Wander Way, many, but we settled with which way. This is still which way?
Yes.
I need to go to a museum. Where's your nearest museum, ma'am?
Why would we have a museum?
You don't have a museum? We had a museum. Of all my battles.
You had a museum for. This is not funny anymore, sir.
Ma'am, I'm not. Do I look like I'm making jokes?
The sheriff is on his way.
I don't know what that is. Where are your knights and the witches? The monsters?
Those left many hundreds of years ago.
Those left. They never leave.
Sir,
They're always here. What do you mean?
please. You're not funny.
How do you not know my name? As he whispers to himself. He goes, I'm going to the museum. I'll find one myself. And then he leaves to a museum.
Good luck with that. You hear sirens as you're walking around.
Okay. There's a police. Okay, then I just walk to the museum because I don't know what that means.
I guess she just didn't know about the museum because now there's a museum.
I'm building the world.
You are.
To be fair, I feel like no one would suspect this town of having a museum about itself.
It's like the most rundown museum hasn't been updated, but they also are like, we don't know what to do with this building. Nobody goes in it. They just like,
That's fine. That makes sense, I guess.
Just like one person asleep at the desk. Like,
yeah, there's just one
Does
person.
it look like a 16th century building?
Yes. Yeah. It looks like it's been there for way too long.
Then Rhodri, he goes to the museum and he does the little pose and he goes, just as I remember it.
There are
He
a
puts
couple.
both his hands on his hips.
There are a couple dust bunnies that have probably been there since the last time you were here.
But yeah, run down, tattered. So he busts in through the door and it rips off its hands.
Yeah. You bust through the door and it comes off its hinges and falls straight down.
I imagine is there a sir or a ma'am working at the front, if there is one at all?
A non-binary person, you gendered piece of shit.
All right, where's the Rhodri section? Rhodri the Deform.
Isn't this whole museum about Rhodri the Deform?
Oh, perfect. Then it's just as I left it.
Can you put those doors back when you're done here?
I'll do my best. Anything to honor my greatness, of course.
Great. If I go back to sleep, you're not gonna, be annoying.
No. Mind your business. Rhodri is here. Any
Wait.
issues I will solve.
Are you saying you're the Rhodri the Deform?
Do I not look like Rhodri the Deform?
I guess it's pretty cool cosplay, but why do you care so much about this dude?
What do you mean? What do I care? So because he's me. I'm me. Look at the statue. I imagine the statue was like headless because it broke off.
Yeah, yeah.
Rose,
He
like,
goes, look at the statue. Oh.
Dude, that's like method as hell.
Leave me, and I'll leave you. All right.
Okay.
I explore museum.
They
and
go
then
back to bed.
Can I catch up on majority of history, kind of a little bit?
Sure. We'll say you've caught up on history.
He's learned all the important things.
This museum is a time skip of learning.
Yes, that's what I need. I need a time skip of learning.
Rhodri and then the past 100 years.
They have that one section that's just here's the roaring 20s for some reason.
Every museum's got to have one.
Yep.
It's what which way was doing during those times.
Yeah, yeah.
Not worldly or nationally, just what they were doing
Just
those
them.
times.
So, with that, we'll cut back to Max and Ian shenanigans. I don't remember.
we
where
be
you-
shiganining.
Well, I know. Well, I guess I don't remember what Max is doing at this moment in time.
That's fine, because I feel like at this point is the time to introduce time moving.
Okay, perfect.
As Rhodri starts learning more about which way and the world, time goes by.
I like to imagine he spends I don't know how much time you said, but he spends that entire time in the museum going like, what?
Oh my God.
And he keeps going back to the person at the front and being like, did this happen? And they're like,
Yes. Oh my
I'm trying to
God.
sleep.
You've been here for a month. Just
So, yeah, I said 3 months.
wow.
So, yeah, we'll say there's about 3 months of like you guys just getting set up time before we get into like more like big picture hunt stuff. But in that time, which way has changed? And so I want to talk a little bit about some of those changes that have happened because it's, going to affect what you guys were doing during that time. So news of monsters started to spread, and the secret the sheriff's office was trying to keep got out pretty quickly, and soon all of Which Way was aware of monsters. Sheriff Payne is no longer the sheriff. They did let him go after accepting that he was possessed, but because of the possession, a lot of the citizens of Which Way didn't feel that they could trust him as sheriff anymore. So now he is just Payne. Or Jesse Payne, if you want his first name.
Wow. Lord drop.
But he is no longer sheriff. They've
Jared, is it Rhodri the D what?
DEIFORM.
okay, so the new sheriff is Evelyn Burton.
Is her office bugged?
It's the same office, but
Okay,
you
but I
don't
just,
have
like-
access to the
Yeah, I was
bugs.
gonna
So
say.
he does.
I imagine Rodri's like. I remember from when I was a harvester.
There was a very smart man that was alive.
And because of the news of monsters, more and more people have wanted to take the fight to the monsters. So citizens started basically walking around Which Way at night trying to find monsters. Sometimes they find them, sometimes they kill them, sometimes they get killed by them, and sometimes they think they found a monster, but they just were fighting another person. So it's been a lot more chaotic. There's been a lot more crime, and the sheriff's office has been getting very overwhelmed with it. And the other big thing to know is more monsters have been showing up. It hasn't been big, crazy monsters like the ones you guys have been fighting, but little monsters have basically consistently nightly been seen around Which Way. One of the most notable was these manta ray-like creatures that glide through the air at night, and they can be seen above Which Way often, and they have these long tails behind them. They are a bioluminescent green, so sometimes at night, basically the sky will glow green as they start coming in. So once those started coming in more waves, it started to be harder and harder for Which Way to basically deny
the monster allegations.
the monster things, and soon they just had to basically say, yes,
Okay.
there are creatures that we can't explain that are coming. The creatures are easy to put down, but they are still a scary force, especially as they come in numbers. And the problem is the amount of citizens fighting them has created a chaos. And other small monsters have been coming in waves as well. Like they don't do anything crazy, but they're often like, it seems, searching for things, and then just like basically trying to cause chaos, trying to disrupt.
Okay. That makes sense.
So those are the big world changes I wanted to talk about. I don't think there were any others unless anyone else had questions of things.
Not. I guess this isn't. Well, I mean, I guess I'll tell. So, quick question. I remember last time we discussed the fact that Ian and Max set up a website to like see if anyone else was interested in monster hunting last session.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure that was still. I didn't remember if that was included in the record or not. I think it was.
I think it was.
So I guess the changes don't really change what Max was going to do, because what Max was going to do is he was going to run the bar from like, I don't know, like 12 to 7, and then spend the rest of the night out in front of the cave, and he was going to kill anything that like approached it that wasn't clearly a regular animal or a person.
Okay. Then nightly you're finding these monsters going in and out of the cave.
Okay. Pretty much anything that's like small enough to handle, obviously. Also, by the way, whole time, bar, not bar, he has the fist on.
Okay.
People who like are rowdy in the bar aren't too much of an issue because he could just kind of just grab them.
Oh my God. That's terrifying.
Look, he was screwed up. He's even more screwed up now.
I think that in this time, then Brand's bar has kind of become the place where monster hunters will go. People that are aspiring monster hunters that really feel the call to fight go there to talk to you, and they report to you, and I mean, they know you as this big fist monster hunter who like basically was on the front lines in the thing that basically caused all of this. So I think that a lot of people who have always regarded you as insane are starting to think that maybe you were the one who knew more than you let on, even though you didn't.
That's so funny.
But like,
holy shit.
They were like, I mean, we kind of just cast you aside all this time, and now suddenly like the world is in chaos and you're the only one we can turn to. So Brand's bar has kind of become this place for monster hunters.
That's all. That's kind of sick. Man, this is really like a lot of things are stacking in towards Max's what's the word? Delusions of grandeur, which is really not good for his psyche, but it's fun for the story.
It is. So that's I mean, unless there's anything else, that's most of what Max has been doing in terms of setup stuff. What has Ian been doing?
Couple of questions.
Yeah.
So schools are still open?
Yeah, absolutely.
Most businesses are, like, nothing's been like shut down.
Right. They're I think the world, like the town is basically trying to do two things at once. Pretend like things are normal and also address this issue. So at the moment they're trying to keep businesses open, trying to keep schools open, trying to keep life normal, but most people are not buying it.
Is there like a curfew enforced, or is there any like regulations about that?
There wasn't at first until it started getting really bad with people. That was one of the things I forgot to mention. Thank you. It started to get really bad with people going out at night and hunting monsters. So they started to put a curfew in after 9 p.m. Where they just want all citizens to not be out. Again, I think that you both being the people on the front lines and experts on it, I think that the sheriff's office is more willing to turn a blind eye with you guys doing things. So Max going out and like if they see Ian, like especially Ian, because you were the one who was open with them about everything going on. I think that you guys don't get a full pass, but they almost see you guys as people that they can trust more than themselves in terms of monster hunting. So they're just like, yeah, we're not going to stop you guys. Also, because they know that you both are terrifying and Max has a big fist and you have crazy powers. And like the sheriff's office is not going to get away with stopping you.
I just imagined one day they're like, hey, someone has a tent outside this dangerous cave. Let's go check. Who is that? And then you just see Max like just...
they see the silhouette of a big fist being raised and slamming into the ground repeatedly. And they're like, we're going to go away now.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I was going to get into what Ian was doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I guess school definitely takes a back seat, but he does have a terrible British literature class.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So that's been on his mind.
Did Sophie get a replacement?
Yes.
Oh.
So Sophie's no longer working at the school?
No.
Okay.
You guys basically haven't heard from Sophie unless you've tried to contact her. And if you ever try, she will pick up and basically listen long enough to hear if you've done anything or if you found the creature. And if you haven't, she goes, don't talk to me until you do, and then hangs up. It's basically just a consistent conversation if you try to talk to her.
Okay. Basically, I think Ian's been calling Liam and keeping him in the loop, but making sure he stays safe and far away.
Yeah.
But still just trying to keep him, like, from coming in, but understanding what's going on. Probably not much else, like helping Max with like investigating and stuff too, I guess. So
Okay. Yeah, I think I think Liam consistently in those calls is like basically saying you don't have to be there. I think there's a lot of times the conversation just goes to him saying, just come home. That it's not safe for you there either, and you don't have to be the one in this fight. I don't know how Ian responds to that ever, but
I think Ian probably understands where he's coming from, but also says that, like, I'm in this prophecy, so if I'm here, I can help protect Max, and Max can help protect me from becoming something else. So,
yeah, and I think you guys go back and forth in that conversation a lot. I think that, like, it's not like you say it and it makes sense to Liam, but I think he still consistently is like, but you could just get out.
yeah.
Because I think he's still a kid. I don't think he wants to just understand the idea of a whole prophecy and things like that. So I think that's something that you guys like consistently in your phone calls when you're updating him are having that conversation and just kind of having that, it's not an argument, but it's a discussion for sure.
Yeah.
What other things in terms of setup do I need to know for that, or
In terms of setup with specifically
with
Liam,
like just what Ian's been doing in general?
probably like definitely trying to not use magic like at all and working on trying his best to just not even think about it.
Have you done any, I guess, training in other ways to hunt monsters then, since magic has been your go-to? And like, because
Yeah.
at least the way we've seen Ian grow was basically like, I mean, he shot Max in the first hunt and then he was like, I'm not touching guns. So in the second hunt and on, it was about him becoming more comfortable with his magic.
Yeah.
So this is like a setback to all of that. How does Ian feel like he can continue being a powerful monster hunter and not use his magic?
Does the knife that I was given, do I have to use magic in order for it to
No.
work?
It is
Okay.
it is a magic knife inherent without
Okay.
you doing anything.
So definitely Ian's trying to understand how to use that, and he's going to the gym.
Hell yeah, bulking up.
Yeah.
Bulky Ian season.
Real. But definitely it has issues with Ian feeling like weak and not able to do much, but trying his best to be there for Max.
All right, so that's what you two were doing. We will start getting into specifics soon, but first, there is one more person that like we vaguely talked about the time skip, but haven't really, is Rhodri. In the coming weeks since you got here, you've started to learn more about Which Way, but at the same time as you've learned how Which Way has changed, you're watching it go through another change again. What do you do as these nights continue, as you're just spending time in Which Way?
Simple, easy. I retake my position as like the leader of Which Way.
Okay.
In doing that, over these past couple months, I've been doing my best to make friends with the monsters who are running for their lives and giving them shelter and giving them homes. Because I take sympathy with the monsters. And I've been trying to be the bridge between the monsters and the humans during all this time. Over these past 3 months, I think I've gotten quite comfortable with both the monsters and the humans. I have friends on both sides. In short terms, I'm the Avatar. But of course, I can't make friends with everybody. I still have my issues. I've become a bit of a peaceful crime lord, crime boss. You can look at, methinks. I think that's the best way to describe it. If you're on my side, you're safe with me. You're either with me or you're against me.
So, yeah, I think this started pretty quickly after you got here. I think you started to see the changes in Which Way, and you were attacked by a couple of citizens, basically. They saw you, they saw your horn, and they knew monster. So, basically, you were, walking through an alley, and 3 men attacked you. And you fought them all off, and I think that kind of pushed you towards, trying to retake your place as leader of Crime Boss Land.
Of course. How could they dare attack Rhodri the Deform?
I know.
And they didn't know who I was.
They didn't even know.
No. And they didn't care. And I wasn't sitting right with that. So I had to rebuild my name once again.
So I think as you started to give refuge to some of these monsters, because not all of these monsters are evil, as you, Rhodri, know better than anyone.
Of course.
And some of these monsters were actually living peacefully. Some of them are monsters that can live among humans and not be detected. Some of them were just, monsters that would like hide in the forest, things like that. But as you started giving them refuge, more monster hunters would start basically knocking on your door. You started. Where did you give them refuge, by the way?
I was just about to write that.
I mean,
Okay,
you could
cool.
do one of the abandoned cheese factories.
I honestly thought about it, but then I was like, I should do some more world building though.
I
That's
agree.
fair.
I agree.
So I had an idea for like it would be a water park, but then I was like, no, that's too. I feel like it wouldn't do what I need justice. I feel like it needs to be more like underground.
Or
But how big would the
Okay,
sewers be in which
I've got an
way
idea.
though?
Probably not big.
I've got an idea. So, which way is a town that wanted to, join the future, right? So they started building railroads underground. Like they wanted to build like a subway.
Yeah.
But then the
That's an
city
insane
ran out of
idea.
funding, so it's really just like a really big hallway.
But then if I'm going to do a really big hallway, I might as well do like some place that connects to the mall and the underground part of the mall.
I mean, who's to say it's not close to
Yeah,
the
who's to say
mall?
it's not?
Yeah.
But then what part of which way would that be around, I guess?
The entrance doesn't have to be close to the mall.
No, it doesn't.
I'm just saying it's
I'm
a
trying to think of some-
non-functioning subway.
Yeah, it's not a functioning subway. Because I also had ideas to where, it might be a subway, it could be a water park. Maybe it's somewhere near the college.
Well, Yale has like underground tunnels that connect all the dorms.
That's cool.
My dad was in there.
I know what it
Awesome.
is. I know what it is. Guys, it's the Rhodri Museum.
Oh my god,
That makes
oh
too
my
much sense.
God, of
the
course.
Rhodri Museum.
Of course. It's
Why
a
was I thinking
16th
so hard?
century decrepit building that you're like, come to me.
But yeah, and then like I imagine maybe like a wall opens up or a fireplace opens up, and then there's like a really nice underground part.
Yeah. And so you've been setting this up, and I think more and more monster hunters start hearing about this and coming to you, looking for a fight, saying "fuck you." You're basically, harboring.
Fuck you. We'll call Big Hand on you.
Yeah, we'll call Big Hand on you, and you don't know what that means.
No, I don't know what that means.
But some of them, they come to a fight and you basically beat the shit out of them. It's pretty easy. These are just like some random dudes, and you're the Rhodri. But some of them start to see basically what you're doing, and I think they start also looking to you as someone who can see both sides. I think some of these monster hunters start to see more, or start to show more empathy and compassion to the monsters than you expected. So it started to not just be about giving refuge to monsters, but also trying to sway people that everyone can work together. So you started kind of forming a refuge with them. But you don't know about Big Hand.
no, I don't know about Big Hand. That's just a name I've been hearing.
Yeah, that's just a name. I mean, I guess you saw Big Hand on the news.
I think I safely assume who Big Hand is.
Yeah.
Big
guy
hand
like
and
we
small
haven't
guy.
met.
You haven't met, and because you
Big Hand
don't
and
know at that point.
And I know that Big Hand's just been hunting monsters.
Right. You don't know whether he's like willing to be compassionate to monsters.
Yeah.
So I guess we can open there if you. I mean, like you've been hearing Big Hand as a name more and more. Maybe some monster hunters came by recently and basically were like, the people at Brand's bar are not going to like hearing about this. So I think at this point you safely know where he is, and you know that like a lot of monster hunters trust him.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want to do with that information, but if we want to open up into present day, it's been 3 months. This is how the world has changed. We've set it up. We can open up there with Rhodri if you want, or else
I know exactly what I would do.
Okay.
What time is it?
What time do you want it to be?
Maybe a good 7 p.m.
Okay, it's 7 p.m.
Yeah, that'll set a really good scene and good mood.
Cool.
So anyway, I'm in my bustling Rhodri museum that's full of monsters and everything like that. There's like caterpillar people. There's like vampires, werewolvesies, fairies,
Yeah.
maybe all of them.
Absolutely. And I think because of how many monsters have been brought to Which Way recently, for some reason, I think that it's more bustling than you expected for such a small town.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because not all of them are really wanting to be in this fight. They're just brought here.
So I'm in my office, and I'm maybe I'm looking over a good old map of which way, and I have my hand on my hip, and I'm maybe like scratching my horn a little bit right on my forehead.
So this is one of the first 3 that you beat up, and I think you showed forgiveness and amnesty to him that he didn't expect from a monster, and that was one of the first things that made him start changing his mind. And then as he saw more of Rhodri's museum and more people in it that just wanted refuge as well, I think he started to really come around and start to look up to you as someone he trusts and respects.
And to set the stage extra, I'm wearing a beautiful purple, white, and blue corset.
Nice. Like the corset vest ones.
Yeah, like
right?
a corset vest, and I'm wearing very nice dress pants.
Do you have like the flowy white shirt?
I do actually.
Old ass man. That's hot though. Yeah, so he just walks in and he goes, "Hey, boss, I've been meaning to talk to you about something.
What do you need?"
You know, monster hunters keep coming by and we keep fighting them, and obviously, like, you know, we're doing fine. They're not a big threat. They're not anyone tough or strong, and they really have no business being monster hunters. You know that better than anyone.
Oh,
like,
of course,
us. But like, anyways, it's not been a big deal, but also like, it's a nuisance we don't have to deal with.
Okay.
They keep talking about Big Hand.
Oh,
you know,
Big Hand. Big Hand. This Big Hand. My hands are big. No one talks about my big hands.
I'm trying to spread the word about your big hands, man. I'm trying, but here's the thing, like, you know, I've lived here all my life. His name is Max, and
Mighty Max, huh? Mighty Max Big Hand.
Right.
No, Rhodri the deform, Max Big Hand. My name's better.
Well, his name's actually Max Sander.
Max Sander. There'll be no museum for him.
I truly doubt there'll be a museum for him. But point being, I've known him for a while, and he's not like a bad guy. He's just...
But he hunts monsters.
I mean, so did I.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I think you can get through to him if you just go and talk to him. I don't think he's just going to try to kill you right away.
Well, but first of all, and he's going to go over and he's going to grab his face in his hands. He's going to cup his face.
As you cup his face, he goes...
With both of his big hands.
Yeah, he goes, "There's those big hands I remember."
Okay. These two there's something going on.
What's the history here?
There's something going on between these.
And he's going to go, "No one has killed Rhodri the Deform in millennia. It is not going to stop with Max. No.
I was never suggesting it would, sir. Sorry. I was never suggesting it would, sir.
I just wanted to make sure. Because I do trust you. You're one of my most trusted advisors. Considering you tried to kill me, but you weren't going to win.
No, I never would have won, sir.
No. But you want me to talk to Max.
Yeah.
Would this make you and everyone here happy?
I think so. I think it'll make it better.
All right. Then I'll see what I can do. And then he lets him go.
What about a little kiss on the forehead?
No kiss on the forehead. But I will go. I'm gonna use one of my skills.
I imagine he goes like,
he puts his hand on his cheek where Rhodri's hand once was and sighs a little bit.
I'm gonna use my background skill of pickpocket.
While your hands are on his face?
I'm really good.
Okay,
he does it with one of his feet. He goes,
sure.
Roger, what is that?
So with my skill, I'll read it out loud. So my background is pickpocket because I'm playing a crooked. So when I steal something small, roll plus charm. On a 10 plus, I get it. And they don't notice. 7 to 9, I don't get it. And I grab the wrong thing. Or they remember me. My choice.
Also, just for context, now that we've said you're playing the crooked, yes, all that setup for his monsters and monster hunting, all of that was just basically to get to his crew that the crooked gets.
"Oh,
So this is his crew.
That's cool."
So it's not like, I just let Jared just say, I just control the monsters.
I mean, that's what you did for me.
I did do that.
So I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, I got a 4.
I'm gonna say it in the empty space. I got the eraser free from that pencil. I knew it was there.
Well, I
what were you trying to pickpocket? pickpocket.
I was trying to be like, got your wallet. And it was gonna be like, oh, Rhodri. and then I was gonna leave, but now
Now you just grabbed his ass.
Yeah, so you grab his ass a little bit, and he's like,
I like,
"Sir."
I like how
"Oh,
just the image of Rhodri like kissing his hand, placing his hand on his cheek while grabbing his ass.
and he just goes, "Sir."
We used to do this back in the day. I'm sorry, still trying to adjust.
Oh my god.
It's okay, but like, maybe we like go out to dinner sometime.
Get out of here. I apologize.
It's fine. And
I'll see you on the battlefield.
He just like I imagine he like looks at his ring finger. One day.
One day.
Wait, now we need a name for this guy.
Name generator.
Maybe.
Rory.
What is
I was thinking
Gilmore
Derek.
Girls?
Roscar's trusted advisor, the AE name that got killed by Grendel's
What if his name is Guy?
Oh my God, his name could be Guy.
guy.
I like that because it's going to be fun. Okay, I need to write this down. Important characters. Guy.
I'll be like, yeah, my buddy Guy.
Rodri's lover.
Rodri's right-hand man. Strange relation. Yeah, then he steps out, and now you have life to ponder.
Okay, then I'm going to leave my bustling haven as I walk through, and then I'm going to go to some stairs that lead to this dark thing, and then I'm going to like tap on this dark thing in a really cool way. Then it's going to open up, then they're in the Rhodri Museum, and then I'll walk through the Rhodri Museum past the guy who was asleep in the front. And I'll say,
Yeah.
continue with the good work.
It's like
Yeah, they wake up for a moment and go, "Stop waking me up."
And then I leave. I enter the night air, and it's all crispy and has the green glowing manta rays in the sky. And then I make my way towards Brand's bar with my hands in my really cool peacoat.
Max, do you have someone else cover a shift when you're leaving at 7?
no, it's just the
You-
bar's closed.
You lock it up. All right. So you are locking up the bar.
Unless my dad wants to run the bar.
At 7,
I
losing
think
valuable business.
you are losing valuable business at
I
the
think
bar.
it's going to
true.
be open until like 1, but I don't know.
Look, I need
I-
the nighttime.
Lights come on
to-
at 2.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that your dad would want to run the bar because he's not the combat guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think he actually thinks of it almost as it becomes a Monster Hunter hospital because the Monster Hunters aren't going to just be like going to the hospital because again that's breaking curfew.
Right.
So I think he kind of treats the bar again as a safe haven for Monster Hunters where he's trying to heal them to the best of his ability without also taking on too much hurt.
Right.
And it almost becomes like what the Order used to be before all of those Monster Hunters were killed by the Third Eye. And so Bill's running the bar. I think he often asks Luna to just kind of watch out for you while you're doing your monster hunting at night and waiting outside the cave. How does Max feel about that? I guess would he feel like Luna's like someone he doesn't want around? Like, does he want to be alone when he's doing it? Or
Yeah, I think he would want to be alone while doing it, but I feel like there'd be enough people where like people would like start following Max and like
yeah,
other than Luna, I mean,
yeah,
I don't know if he'd want Luna there. I feel like he wouldn't care enough to say like let me do this alone or whatever, because he's just like, if there's more than one thing there, whatever, they can take care of it, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he wouldn't really like stop it. He wouldn't like be happy about it, but
Okay, yeah. So then I think Luna is often with you during these hunts because otherwise she probably would have hidden and still followed you because
Right.
she's not just going to let you leave. That's not important now. I just kind of wanted to get that world building. So anyways, it's 7. You're locking up the bar.
yeah.
You turn around after you've locked up the bar and you see a man with his hands in his pockets of a pea coat and a horn in the center, like in the middle of his head, standing in front of you.
But it's tiny.
Quick
A
question.
little horn, tiny little horn.
Good question. Okay, so I know about Harvester's story, right?
Yeah, we were told last
Yeah,
session, I
yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
About like his family dying, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sophie told you everything.
What does the horn look like in comparison to that horn?
Very different.
Okay.
That horn is like a big piece. Like it's
It's
like
like an
something
instrument
okay.
horn.
Also,
What?
Didn't you say it was like an instrument horn?
no,
No.
Oh.
the opposite. Remember the weird cylinder?
It's like
Oh, yeah.
this. I picture more like a little nubbin.
Yeah, it's a little nub.
Okay.
Just a little bloop.
So it's completely different in every way.
Completely
Not
different.
even just like a smaller version. Just
No.
Okay,
it's like
cool.
it's like a little just like bony nub.
okay. That's good. That will make this conversation go much more
A
smoothly.
lot more smoothly. I didn't even think about that.
So I was gonna say also, I'd like to point out in my head, the people who were going to his place didn't even tell me.
No. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
They're more people that are just like Big Hand's going to hear about this. They're using your name as basically a flexing point.
Okay.
More than like, you know,
I
actually
wanted to make sure
reporting to you.
I wasn't the one telling them to do that.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't make your character just do that.
Cool.
But they're trying to throw your name around as if it has more weight than it does.
Right. So I'll be like, sorry, I'm closing up for the night.
Big hands, I see.
Just the one, but yeah.
Already disappointing. Look at these meat monsters. And then he takes his hands out of his pockets.
Okay. Okay.
And he goes,
Are you trying to rob me? What's happening?
even better. I had a better idea. Did you guys watch Dark Knight Rises?
Yes.
Do you remember when Bane, he's talking to the, it's not the guy in charge of the football field, but the one, I think they're at the bank, the stock exchange, and he's like, I'm in control. And then
Yep.
Bane's like, do you feel in control?
Yep.
And when he puts his hand on his chest, I put my big hand on your chest.
Look, I don't know what's going on, but I've got some other place to be.
I have people, monster hunters, and they say that you are Big Hand, correct?
If people are calling me Big Hand, I assume that's me.
And you have a group of monster hunters
Yeah,
to where you hunt monsters.
right.
What do you do with them?
I hunt them. What do you mean? What do I do with them?
Do you ever think of the lives they could have?
Not really. After everything they've done to me in this town, no.
Not really.
No.
Well, the monsters that I safe harbor,
Uh-huh.
they have lives as well. And it was never my idea, but my monster hunter friends, they think it'd be a great idea if we were to become friends. If we could become acquaintances, more like.
Yeah, so we can work together to get the monsters, out of here.
But I don't want to. Not unless I know that you're willing to help monsters and not hunt them.
Look, if the monsters want to come here, as far as everything I've ever known about this, they're coming from after me to kill me to get their stupid God King out of whatever fucking dumbass dimension he locked himself in.
What?
The Chaos King. I was told about this prophecy with the Fool and the realm of chaos.
What? Prophecy. Prophecy. I take my meat hand off of your chest.
I just imagine you as like really swollen hands. Just like,
Big meaty
oh
claws.
God.
And he goes, prophecy. What do you know about the prophecy?
Not much, honestly. Just that if the Fool dies, and I think there was someone who was supposed to
You're
kill.
the fool.
Supposedly.
No. No. No? No.
Look, man,
No.
all I'm saying,
I'm talking to the fool.
for the past few months, some jackasses who look freakish as hell have been coming after me, trying to kill me, and then after they failed 3 times, they started going after my friends and family.
No.
So if you want to come here trying to tell me some sob story about, oh, they have lives too, well, they didn't consider mine, did they?
Can I, so I can be real specific?
Dark past.
I thought about it, but then I'd have to ask pointed questions.
It's fine. I'll have pointed answers.
Okay, then I'll roll for Dark Past. Okay, so I did the skill Dark Past. So I trawl through my memories for something relevant to the case.
Yeah, you do.
Plus weird. 10 plus, I ask 2 questions. 7 to 9, I ask 1. If I miss, I ask a question, but I was complicit in creating the situation that we're in.
I mean, you were, kind of.
10. So, yeah, 10 plus. So I can ask 2. So the one I'm going to ask is, when I dealt with this creature, what did I learn? Can I assume it being the 10 or the things that they dealt with before?
The other creatures they fought.
The ones that he brought up, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all right, then let's get into it. So those are people that you've been working with for a long or monsters you've been working with for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And you hate them.
Yes, I do.
I think that you are someone who's very sympathetic to monsters, but you were constantly arguing with those specific monsters because they're always trying to bring the king back to Earth. When they're doing that, they're basically condemning humanity to death. And as you've been trying to rectify this world where humans and monsters can coexist, they've been working against that with every step they take. The entire idea of the prophecy is one where these lieutenants, which each of them you recognize are essentially lieutenants, are all working to basically destroy humanity.
Okay.
At least in the way you know it.
Okay, perfect, because I can roll with this. So Rhodri goes to you and he goes, how many did you fight?
Well, I fought some gross mushroom thing that, took people's bodies over. And I didn't know that they were going to be people afterwards. So now I've got blood on my hands. So that still pisses me off.
That's how he gets you.
Then some beehive that turned into a scorpion. Those things were brainwashing people too. And then there was a bunch of snakes that were mimicking loved ones.
Oh, those snakes.
Yeah.
God, I'd wear one as a belt
things.
right now if I could.
And then a giant heart that made vines happen.
No, the giant heart.
Then some jackass who was taking people's over to was controlling people's bodies.
I was going to say I used to date her back in the day.
That's really kinky.
That last one, if he isn't dead, you better wish he is.
What, the third eye?
Yes.
Yeah, he's gone. That was
Good.
my half-brother.
I was about to ask what was up with the horn, but I didn't want to judge.
Well, the horn, a lot of things. But yeah, them, back in my time, I once again tried to unite humans and monsters, and it wasn't written in the history books. But I'll make sure that things are written down this time. But it wasn't written in the history books. I failed the first time because I thought my brother was with me. Turns out he was against me. And I've been imprisoned in his dream world for turns out at least 500 years, only to find out that humans have messed up more than I thought they would. I put much more faith and trust in them, and then I come out again, ready to receive a happy world, and now they want to kill monsters all over.
Yeah, well, humans have not had the best track record when it comes to others.
How'd my brother die?
He got blown up by a good friend of mine, which cost him his life.
Was he the one in the trench coat?
Yes.
I couldn't see his face.
Yeah, he didn't really have one after the explosion, so.
That's true. That's true.
The way you said it so calm.
Also, side note, I think you'd consider just about every single one of those monsters that Max and Ian have fought family.
Okay.
Not like willingly.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
But they were like still
They were
part of me.
causing ruckus at Thanksgiving.
yeah. It's always been an awkward Thanksgiving with them.
So, hold on. What do you mean your time, by the way? How do you know these things?
Because I grew up with them.
Hold on. There's another one I need to ask.
Have you never been to the Museum of Rhodri?
No, I mean, I've passed it maybe once. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was open.
You never thought to go inside?
I mean, maybe once. I've been in abandoned buildings before, but I didn't want to go in that one.
Okay, not that one. Yeah, then I'll say, as much as I hated them, we'd always have dinner together, drink souls, drink blood, whatever it was, animal blood, drink fluids and meat from bodies and bones and ambrosia from monsters. They would never chew with their mouths closed, and it always bothered me. They did tons of little things that would grind my gears.
Max is gonna raise the big hands, hold on. You're really not doing much to win me over right now. What are you talking about?
The point is that they were still family. I hated them.
Okay.
I'm kind of glad they're gone, but it still hurts a little bit. But Third Eye, he made me the angriest besides my father.
Your father, who's that?
It's a long story, but that's not what we're here for.
I feel like it kind of is.
No, very long story. Very long story. They both imprisoned me. I've been here trying to help. The past 3 months, while I hear about you this whole time, I got my own thing. Back in the Museum of Rhodri, actually.
Okay.
But I don't know if I should let you in.
Look,
I'm
okay.
fine joining forces.
As long as these monsters are like people-like enough to have like thoughts and talk like to people without trying to be manipulative or like murdery, then they're fine.
There's tons of monsters like that.
Okay, I haven't seen a single one, so like other than you, I guess.
How about anytime you hunt a monster, you either talk to me or bring them to me before you do.
Okay.
And hunt them. Okay?
How about the monsters can like use like their words rather than trying to, like kill me like they have for the past, 3 months of my life.
Well, sometimes they can't communicate. Sometimes they just screech. Can you speak monster? I thought of I was like, should there be a monster language? Be like, can you speak Jorgen?
This is getting a little racist.
Not really. It's just the language that all monsters share, maybe.
All monsters speak York.
Multiple. I don't know. We're building a whole world.
There's different dialects. It's Yorkin, Yorks.
Oh my god.
He's gonna be like, if you're not familiar with the culture, don't.
Sure.
What do you want to name this?
I'm gonna regret that.
Yeah, because now we need to have this Tolkien thing where we have to write a whole book because we invented a language.
Sure, there's a monster language.
Would you say that Ian
It's called Simlish.
Maybe they just all can like communicate with each other in a different way.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I don't have to like make it a language because that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'll say all monsters can communicate.
Because the thing is also they come from chaos. So I don't think the way they communicate is going to be the same for each of them, but I think they all have an understanding through that chaotic energy presence.
Okay. If you're the fool, who was the one that was with you? What's the name of Ian?
That's the monster.
Would you say that was the monster?
I don't, not really. Ian, I guess, can do magic, so maybe, I guess. I
A
never
human
really thought
that can
about
do
it.
magic, like with spells, runes, or is it just innate?
I guess a bit of both.
Both. So innate.
Yes. I know someone else who does runes, so I could call
That's
them.
normal. That's normal. Just
Okay.
more monster hunters.
I can call them both.
Do you know where Ian is?
I mean, not like right now.
Not right. Are you in contact with Ian? On one of those
I can call him.
telephones.
I can call him. Why? Hold on. This real quick. What's your deal on the prophecy?
My deal in what do you mean?
Okay, because you seem to know about it.
Yes, because I was around it all the time. That was the
Right.
big worry back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Still the worry now, apparently.
Okay. Also, what do you know about these guys? And I like point to like the sigil on my jacket.
Those guys, they've been around for a while too.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay,
What are they called? The Black Fist, the Fire Fisters,
Heretics.
the
Heretics of the Sword.
That's the one.
Yep,
I keep forgetting.
the Heretics of the Sword. I used to fight with them back in the day, but my brother Third Eye killed a lot.
Yeah.
Did it behind
Anyways,
my back too.
Yeah. So, why do you need to know about the monster or Ian or whatever?
Because if Ian's part of the prophecy, then we need to make sure that it doesn't happen, because then the king will come back and he will kill everyone.
Right. Okay.
And I won't let him destroy what I built a second time.
Yeah, we don't want that either. So let me call Ian. I call Ian. Hey Ian, how's it going?
Good. So I picked up a couple movies from the library. Is there a movie night happening soon or no?
I mean, like, I did charge up my like portable DVD player for like the tent, so we can do that like a little bit later.
Oh, can we do like a camping thing?
Yeah. All right. By the way, I'm talking to this guy who said he was the Third Eye's brother.
Are you alive? Okay.
Yeah, he seems like normal, so he seems okay.
Normal?
He seems to know about the prophecy.
I'm a god.
What? Hold on. Let me put the speaker. Let me put a speakerphone.
Hello.
Hello?
Good, so I picked up a couple
Yes.
movies from the
Rhodri,
library.
the
Is there a
deform.
movie night happening
Oh,
soon
you're
or no?
an exam dude. Crazy.
You know me. You know me.
I took a every which way history class. It was
Okay.
Every which way history class. not a which way history class.
It was a gen ed. They talked about you for like a second.
You'll have to invite me to meet your instructor
Are you
one day.
alive? Okay.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. They might be on a sabbatical, but we'll see.
Point is, are you the monster?
I guess.
Were you on the lake? That was you. Did you fight my brother? And you won.
Hello?
Oh, that's good. It's so bad.
Oh,
It's so
your
good.
museum dude. Crazy
So
stuff.
bad. Are you using your magic?
I took a
No?
every which way history
Should I
class in
insight or should I
101. It was
repulse that? Huh? Should I be like, you should be using it more, or should you be using it less? What do you think? What do you think would be
they talked about you for
better?
like a second.
Wouldn't it be less? Because you said you didn't want the prophecy to happen.
Yeah.
But I also,
maybe,
but I would also.
they
Well,
might be on
okay. I'll just ad lib. This is coming straight from the dome.
Well, don't you have a second dark past question still? Doesn't 10 plus give you 2?
Yeah. So I'm still holding this one.
Do you want to ask it
Yeah.
in this situation if there's a way to ask it so that
This is actually a really good idea. So I'm gonna set. You might have to make a new character though.
that's fine?
Then I'm gonna ask, who do I know who could help us right now?
In relation to the magic. So you're basically saying you don't know enough about this, but you know someone who would.
Yeah, for sure. We got to make this a group thing. We got to get all of us in the same area.
Okay.
Any hot wizards in our area?
Yeah. hot wizards in your area. I guess we could probably I think the best thing to do is make a new character.
You can do whatever you want.
I'm going to make a new character, I think.
Okay.
I think that there's going to be, because monsters have been taking refuge with you,
Yes.
there's some monster. So she's a vampire and she's been around for a very long time since, let's say, like 1200.
Okay.
So she's old as hell.
Oh, she's older than me.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And she's been tracking this prophecy because it's really not in most monsters' best interest that the king comes back, actually.
Can her name be Red?
Why?
Well,
Jared, how about you just call her Red?
I can do that too.
That feels like one of those nicknames that like a woman wouldn't want to be called, but is
But I
just
think it's
called by an
cool.
annoying man.
I think it's cool because like she's a vampire, so maybe she wears red a lot.
Sure, she wears red a lot, and her name's Red because she forgot her human name from before her vampire times.
That's just her nickname.
Sure, I'll write down important characters. Red, lore master, and that's her purpose.
Sick.
So yeah, she I think knows a lot about the prophecy, and specifically because she's a vampire, she used to be human. I think she knows more than Rhodri does about human magic and specifically how that would work. So specifically for how Ian would be able to do magic and whether it would be viable.
So I go, all right, the both of you, Ian, on the phone. Because he's speaking like directly to the phone. He doesn't know how to phone yet, so he yells into the phone all the time. He goes, "When is the soonest you can come to the Rhodri Museum?"
5 minutes?
5 minutes, perfect. Big hand.
Yeah, you can just call me Max.
He's also right in front of you, too. No need to yell.
Big hand. If I bring you into the Rhodri Museum, will you attack anyone?
Not if they don't cause any problems.
I'll take your word for it, and I trust my monsters. But we also have monster hunters in there who are big fans of yours and who also go to your brand's bar, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I thought. I was there my first day here, actually.
What? When was your? We'll talk about that later.
All right, we will see you soon, Ian.
All right. Bye.
And then I imagine you end the call.
Yeah.
We go back to the Rhodri Museum now.
Before I leave, I call Luna and say, "Hey, I'm not gonna be there. Just keep guard."
Is everything okay? You haven't missed a night hunting in weeks.
I imagine everything will be fine. Some nut job who is talking about the prophecy and knows more than I feel like someone should about the monsters is gonna give me more info about the prophecy. So,
Max, where is he taking you? I don't need to be out there right now, but you should have some backup.
I've got Ian.
Your dad's not going to let me just sit and let you and Ian, the two people in the prophecy, go alone with someone.
Look, I'll turn my location on. I'll turn my location on if things get dicey.
Turn your location on now,
Okay.
and I'll come meet you there.
Do they have a Life 360?
I imagine as soon as they got acquainted again, Max's dad was like, "Oh hey, you ever heard of this cool chill app called Life 360?"
This cool, fun app that everyone loves called Life 360.
Oh my god. Yeah. I don't turn my location on. I just go.
Bastard. Put your headphones back on.
Oh yeah.
I forgot.
Questions.
All right, let's do our end of session questions. So, did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Technically, Rhodri stopped Max from blindly killing monsters.
No. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes.
Yes, for sure. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yes.
All right, so with 2 yeses, you get 1 XP.
Yay.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Every Which Way. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Blue Sky at eWhich My brother Keenan Dyer did our theme song, and at BlueJay the Hero on Instagram did our album art. Huge thanks to them for helping us with this project.